It says to the Chinese, enough already. It says to the Chinese that their unfair trade policies have got to end. It says to the Chinese, this is a shot across your bow. Reform, because if you don't, there are going to be dramatic consequences throughout the world, in our country, and in your country as well. The bottom line is very simple, Mr. President. The Chinese have enjoyed a huge trade surplus with the United States, as this chart shows. Every year, it gets larger and larger and larger. Admittedly, some of that trade surplus is due to the rules of free trade, but much of that trade surplus is because the Chinese don't play fair. They don't let our goods into their country. I can tell you company after company in New York who cannot sell goods in China or can only sell the goods under certain conditions that make it impossible for them to sell them. The Chinese make no effort to prevent the ripping off of our intellectual property. These are our crown jewels, the thinking, the great creativity, the great entrepreneurialness of the American business community is just taken and they shrug their shoulders. And worst of all, the Chinese, despite the fact that they have tremendous advantages by the rules of free trade, pile on and add unfair rules that violate free trade. And at the top of that list is the fact that the Chinese peg their currency abnormally low so that their exports get a 27% advantage here in the United States. Our imports get a 27% disadvantage when sold in China. Every tenet of free trade, if you believe in it, says they should not peg their currency. And Senator Graham and I have forborne. We were asked by the administration last year, let us negotiate. I agree, negotiating would be better. But nothing happened. The Chinese give lip service and don't change their trade policies a jot. What does this mean for America? It means a huge job loss. We have suffered dramatically in manufacturing jobs and now service jobs and other jobs. It means we have a huge trade deficit. It means the dollar sinks to abysmally low levels, threatening our wealth. And it creates chaos in the whole world trading system. The euro and the yen bear the pressure of the Chinese currency devaluation against the dollar. We are fed up, Mr. President. This is a measure that shouldn't have to be on this floor. Chinese should play by the rules once and for all. But how can we stand by as millions of American workers lose their jobs? As thousands of American companies can't compete fairly, as our country as a whole has wealth drained from it. The U.S.-China Commission, set up by this body and the other body to try and bring fair trade to China, believes this is the best way to go. The length of both manufacturers, business leaders, and labor leaders who support this legislation is long and large. It is a bipartisan bill. Senator Graham and I have endeavored to pick up equal amounts of support from each side of the aisle. No one seeks political advantage. What we seek, rather, is fairness. Fairness not in the sense of saying we don't want free trade, but in the sense of playing by the rules. The Chinese do not play by the rules. We have talked a nation to them. With other nations of the world, we have talked at Chinese till we're blue in the face. The time for action is now. If not now, not us, who? Millions of American workers, thousands of American businesses look to us to try and set things right. And today, by passing the Schumer-Graham amendment, we can do that.